Oh my God. Wait, this is big. Wait, this is big news. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. So evidently, Nintendo is suing Palworld for copyright. Nintendo Corporation Ltd, together with Pokemon Company, filed a patent infringement lawsuit in the Tokyo District Court against Pocket Pair Inc. This is Palworld. On September 18th, 2024. This lawsuit seeks an injunction against the infringement and compensation for damages on the grounds that Palworld, a game developed and released by the defendant, infringes on multiple patent rights. Nintendo will continue to take necessary actions against any infringement of its intellectual property rights, including the Nintendo brand itself, to protect the intellectual properties it has worked hard to establish over the years. This is kind of crazy because, like this is on the official Nintendo website, guys. This is kind of crazy because there were so many people that came out and defended, virtue signaled for Nintendo when Palworld came out, and they were just mad that Palworld was a really good game and it was copying a lot of what Pokemon did, right? And this is exactly why you don't virtue signal for a multi-billion-dollar company. Because they can, if they're upset, they can defend themselves. Do I agree with this? I don't know if they will actually win. They might win on small aspects of it. I don't think that they really have a case here. I'm going to be honest. I genuinely, I don't think that they have a case here. Although Palworld is very similar with Pokemon, you can literally enslave your pals and shoot them to death. And do some crazy fucked up shit to your pals. Right? And Palworld, although it has the same premise of going around and capturing these pals, you can't capture human beings in Pokemon. You can't capture human beings and eat them in Pokemon. Yeah. All right. It's just not. Yeah, you can't even enslave people. It's not even a fun game. I do not think that they are going to win this. I think that this is... I don't know. I watched a lot of Palworld back in the day, and although it definitely has some Pokemon vibes, there's not really a case for it, right? It's not like they're copying the Pokemon names, right? All the models are at least visibly a little bit different, right? Obviously, some of them are going to look like the Pokemon because there's so many Pokemon, right? But they're not one-to-one at all. I don't think that they can win this at all. And I think to come out this late with it is crazy. I also think that Nintendo has been a scumbag in the past. If you know how Nintendo manages its tournaments, you can't even run a Nintendo tournament unless they approve it for you. They will literally copyright strike you and get legal involved if you run a tournament for one of their games and they have not approved it. It is insane how much they try to police their brand. I think that this looks really bad on Nintendo. Yeah, I do think it looks really bad. Let's see, what are people saying about this? No one gives a shit about what IGN says about anything. Let's see what PC Gamer says. Nintendo has filed... Actually, you know what? IGN might be content. You know what? I bet they gave Palworld a perfect 7 out of 10. Let's see what IGN has to say about this. It's official. Nintendo and the Pokemon Company are taking legal action against Palworld, the developer. The companies filed a lawsuit against the developer today, September 18th, seeking an injunction against infringement and compensation for damages on the ground that Palworld, a game developed and released by the defendant, infringes multiple patent rights. The filing is absolutely massive news that follows the months of speculation that Nintendo would take legal action over the indie survival game that's been referred to as Pokemon with Guns. See, this looks like Electabuzz, kind of, but it's not Electabuzz. Right? It's better. And they're pissed that Palworld did what they did, but better. Like, this would be like Dota suing League of Legends. Wait, that did happen, didn't it? But we see how that turned out. Like, 6 months later in June, Pocket Bear insisted that Nintendo had yet... Oh, I skipped some of this one. Nintendo previously released a statement about Palworld in January, vowing that it intended to investigate and take appropriate measures against any potentially infringing content. A modder also claimed that Nintendo has come for me after posting a clip with Pokemon's Ash Ketchum in Palworld. 6 months later in June, Pocket Bear insisted that Nintendo had yet to make a complaint in response to the Pokemon ripoff claims. Nintendo and the Pokemon Company didn't say anything to us, Pocket Bear boss Takuro Mizobi told GameFile at the time. Of course, I love Pokemon and respect it. I grew up with it in my generation. Of course, we all did, right? Palworld launches in early access from January 2024 on PC via Steam and Xbox as a day one Game Pass title and catapulted to tremendous tremendous overnight success. Guys, I got turboed by that sentence. I got run by that sentence. Okay, I can't read. I'm a Black Desert player. I can't read for more than 2 paragraphs without making a mistake. It's my fault. Okay, all right. But also controversy. Pokemon fans were quick to call out the similarities in Palworld, although the indie developer insisted the Palworld is more akin to a survival crafting, such as Ark Survival Evolved and Valheim, than Pokemon. Pocket Bear's community manager even said that the team has received death threats over the backlash. And I do remember this. Remember I said earlier, all those people that virtue signaled on Twitter and all those like Nintendo Andes that like had to get involved and say, they're stealing our goods. Guys, you don't need to defend the rights of a multi-billion-dollar company, okay? No one needs to get death threats from your loser self over the fact that you think a game is too much like your Pokemon game growing up. Okay? We all love Pokemans, all right? Not Pokemon. That's a different person. Everyone hates her. But we all love Pokemans. Okay? We all love Pokemans, but like we can all agree that it's at least a lot. It's very different. It's very different. IGN has reached out to Pocket Bear for a comment in our early access review. We acknowledge that Palworld's may crib quite a bit like Pokemon's homework, and deep survival mechanics and hilarious attitude make it hard to put down. Yeah. I mean, it's pretty insane. Pretty insane. The world we live in. Yeah, I can't believe that they're actually suing them over this. I don't think that they can win. They might win on like small little things here and there. But I genuinely think that Palworld is its own standalone game. And although it pulls from games like Pokemon and Valheim and like the open world aspects and like, you know, crafting aspects of some of those games, it's its own game. And that's what made it so good. And it hit really hard. Pokemon's just trying to get in on it. Japanese court, though, it's cooked. Well, I mean, we'll see. I don't think that this would hold up in America, but they're not being sued in America. I think the United States would laugh at this. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about it, though. That's insane.